All right, so I am interested to hear the story of True North Technologies. Tell us about your journey, how it came to be, what you do, and just kind of give us some insight into your business.
Awesome. Well, I started True North Technologies about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
It was basically inspired, upon the passing of my father. Like, I went to his funeral, and he was a builder, and my parents owned a lumber yard in West Point. And I just kind of grew up around entrepreneurs in my family, and just heard so many great things about my dad, and how great he was at his craft, and what a legacy he left, and how generous and giving they were.
Sure.
And I just felt really proud to be his daughter. And I thought, I don't know if I really feel like my kids would be really proud of my career if I were to pass away today, right? Like, I was in financial reporting and accounting,
Okay.
In banking. I also did internal audit at one point in time for Union Pacific. But yeah, I have a finance background and like a business sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But writing those reports just didn't seem like a big deal. Like,
Wasn't
nobody's gonna read this report. Nobody's
Right.
gonna know if it's right or wrong. It'll get filed away in that board packet, and it just didn't feel like worthy of my time. Like, somebody else could do that job.
Yeah.
There's probably something better out there for me.
Sure.
So I really started thinking about, like, what do I want to do? And I set a goal for myself that I would work for myself by the time I was 40. I really felt passionate about that at that point in my life, and had no idea what I was going to do. But
Sure.
just slowly but surely, things kind of fell into place. And the first thing that happened was an opportunity to buy a duplex from a friend, and their family was in a medical situation where they needed to sell that to support their father. And I was, looking for an investment at the time, and man, that was like such a great deal. It was like, okay, I got it for a great price. The tenants were awesome. I'm thinking, this is great. They're like paying down my debt, and I'm building an asset base,
Sure.
So this is what I want to do. I'm going to start doing real estate. So I just started learning everything I could, reading everything, and
Yeah.
listening to Bigger Pockets, and
Yep.
going to meetings in Lincoln with other real estate people and real estate investors, and started getting more and more into that. And I just knew that it was something that I wanted to continue, but wouldn't be able to really live off of that, because you're continually reinvesting in your properties.
Sure.
And hopefully buying other properties as well. So I needed to do something like alongside that would be something I could live off of, actually.
Sure.
Make some money. So
Yep.
I just started looking around, and I found this software where you could develop apps without having to be like a computer programmer.
Okay.
I've always had like a really strong affinity for software that, I ended up being in roles at different places where I would implement new software.
Sure.
And I saw how much it would help the businesses when it was good software, like it could really make a difference. And so I thought bringing that technology to business owners was really valuable, making it, affordable, something that was sort of off limits based on the amount it would cost to develop a traditional app.
Sure.
So when I found that, I was like, I really love this idea. I love, helping other businesses sell more, being able to communicate with their customers and everything. So I went with it. I bought the license to the software and started going to Chamber of Commerce meetings.
Sure.
And people wanted to meet, and they were interested, and I was busy with my real estate and my full-time job, and I just figured I gotta go for this for real if I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
I need to really just take the leap, So I did, and I am really glad I did, because it was the beginning of True North Technologies.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that was about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah, 2.5
Okay.
years ago that I bought the license. It was February of 19. So
Okay.
yeah, and it also came with website development software. So right away we were doing either apps or websites for people.
Okay.
I did find that maybe we were a little early to market in Lincoln, Nebraska for development. So we developed a lot more websites to begin with, and started growing our customer base. And pretty shortly after that, I hired Dylan, my first employee, that summer to help me with like building demos and developing websites. So he's still with me today. He's awesome, and
very cool.
Yeah, we've just sort of slowly added different services, and more employees. So
yep,
we're up to 9 people now.
Very cool.
Yeah.
In 2 years, 2.5 years. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a lot.